Well, folks, Gavin Newsom just did the unthinkable. He stole Donald Trump's entire shtick, the all-caps screaming, the weird insults, the exaggerated bravado, and then used it against him. The result? Trump looks like a tired old man screaming at the clouds while Newsom looks like he's running circles around him with memes. And honestly, I'm here for it. Because for years, Democrats have been playing defense against Trump's nonsense. He yells, he lies, he name calls, and we've all just kind of groaned and said, well, that's beneath us. But now, Newsom said, nah, let's fight fire with fire. Let's fight caps lock with caps lock. And honestly, it's delicious. Trump built his whole political brand on insults and mockery. Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe, Little Marco, Lion Ted. It was like kindergarten bullying, but with nuclear launch codes, and Republicans ate it up. But here's the problem for Trump. When somebody else does it, and they do it better, suddenly he looks small. And I don't just mean his hands.
California Governor Gavin Newsom and his team have figured out a very entertaining way to deal with Donald Trump at his own rhetorical level. They've got a new social media strategy that is both, I got to say, pretty damn funny and I think extremely effective, mocking the president with a spot-on impression of his very weird communication style. Donald is finished. He is no longer hot. First the hand, so tiny. And now me, Gavin C. Newsom, have taken away his step. Many are saying we can't even do the big stairs on Air Force One anymore. Uses the little baby stairs now. Sad. Has all the Trump trademarks, all capital letters, random quotation marks, little parentheticals, complete unhinged absurdity. From just this morning, I thought this was a good one. I hate Kid Rock, GCN. Reference to Trump's infamous I hate Taylor Swift. Another drags the vice president into it. Not even JD Just Dance Vans can save Trump from the disastrous maps war he has started. Not even his eyeliner lines look as pretty as California map lines. He will fail, as he always does. Sad, and I, the peacetime governor of our nation's favorite, will save America once again. Many are now calling me Gavin Christopher Columbus Newsom because of the maps. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Beyond the mockery of Trump's text posts, Newsom has also been posting Trump-style AI-generated images of himself, including this, I think, absolute masterpiece of Newsom deep in a moment of reflection or prayer, flanked by three MAGA icons and the laying of hands, Kid Rock, who he hates, Tucker Carlson, and the angelic spirit of the recently departed Hulk Hogan.
Newsom went online with posts like, Donald is finished, he is no longer hot. I mean, come on, that's brutal. He basically called Trump washed up like some C-list celebrity still trying to get booked on Dancing with the Stars. You just know Trump read that and screamed at the nearest ketchup bottle. But here's where it gets smart. This isn't just trolling for trolling's sake. Newsom is pairing the mockery with an actual policy fight. He's rolling out the Election Rigging Response Act in California, a constitutional amendment to redraw maps and counteract Republican gerrymandering in places like Texas. So it's not just jokes. He's mocking Trump while pushing reforms that directly challenge the GOP's rigged system. That's the difference between Trump's insult comedy and Newsom's. Trump's bullying is empty. Newsom's trolling has teeth. And let's be real, Democrats desperately need to learn how to message in the TikTok age. Republicans mastered memes and insults years ago. Democrats? We're still out here with PowerPoint slides and policy white papers. But Newsom, he gets it. He's meeting Trump in the arena where he thrives. Social media spectacle and turning the weapon around. And the best part? Trump doesn't know how to handle it because bullies collapse when the jokes are on them. And right now, the internet is laughing at Donald. Trump used to be the loudest guy in the room. Now he's the sweaty uncle yelling while Gavin Newsom is roasting him like a late-night comedian. Honestly, this feels less like politics and more like Comedy Central's roast of Donald Trump. Except this time, the roaster has actual political power. And here's the kicker. Trump can't even clap back effectively. If he tries to insult Newsom, it just looks recycled, stale, low energy. He's like a cover band playing his old hits, but the crowd moved on. It's like, yeah, Don, we've heard this one before. So yeah, I say lean into this. Mock him, meme him, undercut the authoritarian with humor. Because when you take away Trump's aura of dominance, when you make him the butt of the joke, that's when he loses his grip. Newsom might just be showing Democrats the way. Fight like hell, use humor, use fire, and don't let Trump dominate the conversation ever again.
Well, we're fighting fire with fire. Donald Trump is not screwing around. He's trying to rig the next election in the midterms. There's a reason members of the Trump team sent me a Trump 2028 hat with a note. Is they're not screwing around, and we can no longer screw around either.
That was California Governor Gavin Newsom telling Democrats they need to fight fire with fire in combating Trump and the GOP's redistricting efforts. Newsom has been on the offensive this week against Trump, repeatedly trolling him on social media by mimicking the president's often used all-caps screeds on Truth Social, including today's brutal response to Trump's bizarre Bella post by writing in all caps, "Donald Tiny Hands has written his autobiography this morning. Unfortunately, low IQ, he spelled it wrong, beta. Soon you will be a fired beta because of my perfect, beautiful maps. Thank you for your attention to this matter." And just a few hours ago, Newsom filed a FOIA request to investigate what he calls the Trump administration's misuse of federal law enforcement at his redistricting press conference, saying, "We will not back down in our defense of democratic freedom, and the Trump administration should answer for this pathetic and cowardly behavior."
Okay, so while everyone's busy talking about Gavin Newsom roasting Trump in all caps on social media, here's the real plot twist. Republicans in California just hauled him into court. Yep, they've officially filed a lawsuit to stop Newsom's big redistricting plan. And this isn't some random partisan complaint. They're going straight to the California Supreme Court. Here's what they're arguing. Newsom's plan violates the state constitution because it skips the mandatory 30-day public review period for ballot measures. Basically, Republicans are saying Newsom is trying to fast-track this thing so quickly that voters don't even get the time they're legally guaranteed to actually look at it. So on one hand, Newsom is pitching this as his way to stop Trump and GOP gerrymandering across the country. On the other hand, Republicans are spinning it as Newsom rigging California to boost his own party. It's high-stakes chess, but played in courtrooms instead of campaign rallies. And here's the thing. Even if Republicans lose this lawsuit, they've already bought themselves time. Time equals chaos, and chaos equals headlines. And Newsom doesn't want delays. He wants this on the ballot now, as part of a national story where he looks like the anti-Trump warrior standing up for democracy. So while the GOP frames it as a power grab, Newsom is framing it as defending democracy. And honestly, those two narratives couldn't be more different. But they're going to collide in California courtrooms in the next few weeks. And let's not kid ourselves, this isn't just about California maps. This is about Newsom's brand. His team is already treating this fight as his big audition for 2028. Think about it. If he pulls this off, he's the Democrat who fought Trump with memes and constitutional amendments. If it flops, Republicans get to call him a hypocrite who rigged his own backyard. So when people say Newsom won't let go of Trump, I'd flip that around. Trump is the stage, and Newsom knows he can't build a national platform without standing on it. So yeah, the lawsuit is real, the stakes are high, and the political theater is just getting started. And honestly, watching Republicans accuse Democrats of election rigging while defending gerrymanders in Texas is like watching the arsonist sue the firefighter for getting water on their shoes. Welcome to 2025, folks. Democracy by courtroom drama.